Hi, my name's Avery and this is my channel, That's So Avery. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It is now Saturday and I had a wonderful day. I spent it with family and it was very nice. And I just wanted to take a second to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel or liked one of my videos. I really appreciate it and it's been a great motivation for me to keep sharing this hobby that I love so much. So thank you to everyone who watches my videos, subscribes, likes, everything like that. And yeah, so in today's video, I wanted to just film a little behind the scenes of my weekend in the sewing room. And it is about 1 o'clock on Saturday, so I don't have a full 2 days to work on things, but I think I have plenty of time to get some stuff sewn up. And the first thing I'm working on is the dress or the thing that I'm wearing. And I've spoken about this dress before. This is M8553 and it is in this Hoka, I think it's called, corduroy that I got from Cali Fabrics. It's a very fine baby cord and it kind of feels velvety and I really like this fabric. And then for the pattern, based on some of the reviews, I decided to size down. And then I also noticed on the finished garment measurements, it seemed like there would be plenty of ease. So I did toile the bodice to make sure that it would fit since I was sizing down. And it did fit okay, so I went ahead and got started. And I love the way that it's looking so far. It's got two, can you see those? Two perfectly square pockets on the front. It's got this metal zipper and I really like how the collar turned out. So I've gotten the bodice portion done and now today I'm going to work on the sleeves and the skirt. And the sleeves are long sleeves and they have a cuff and a placket opening. And then the skirt is just a gathered skirt, so that should come together pretty quickly. And I did take a little bit off, even sizing down, I did take a little additional width off of the skirt just because I don't like overly gathered skirts. So I did end up taking, I think, 4 or 5 inches total off of the width of the skirt. So yeah, right now I'm going to start work on the sleeves and I'll take you with me as I do that. Okay, I just finished stitching the stitching line for the placket opening. I shortened my stitch length a little bit, went up one side, pivoted, came down the other side. I'm going to leave the marking on there just until I cut it because the black stitching is hard to see. I'm just going to cut a line right up the middle all the way to that point without cutting through my stitching. And then I also pressed the pleat in the direction that it said. So I'm going to go do the other sleeve and then I'll be right back. So I finished the continuous lap on the first sleeve and this is what that looks like. And when the cuff is on, it will be closed until you open up the cuff and then that'll open up to help with ease. And then it has a diagonal line at the top just to hold that down. So the front piece is folded under and then the back piece is not. So that way when it's closed, it'll just look like that. And then I also basted down the pleat. And I think what I'm going to do instead of doing these steps on the next sleeve is I'm going to go ahead and do the cuff and everything on this sleeve so I can make sure I get the process down and then redo everything else on the next sleeve. So I will show that when I'm finished. Okay, I finished the first cuff and I will show you how it looks, but I did want to show you how I finish my cuffs and things by using a high contrasting thread to baste down the inner folded over edge. So I baste it down so that way when I am sewing it in the ditch, I know I will catch all of that fabric underneath. So I just use a high contrast color like that. But let me take this out and I will show you how the cuff looks. Okay, here's how the cuff turned out. And it will be like this from the reverse side. So you've got your pleat and you've got your opening. And so that is the first sleeve. I still have to do the second sleeve, but I think I'm going to heat up some leftovers and eat on that. And then I will check back when I've got the second sleeve done. I just finished lunch and it was delicious. I had some leftover mac and cheese with some smoked salmon I had in the fridge. And while I was eating, both of my fabric deliveries came, so I thought I would show y'all those really quickly before I get back to sewing. And so the first order that I made was for CaliFabrics.com. And the dress I'm working on now is actually made from one of their fabrics, and that's from a Japanese brand called Hoka. And so this drop, everything I got this time was Japanese companies. And if you follow them, Cali Fabrics on Instagram, he always posts the fabrics when they get them in. And so I saw some of these and I had to go ahead and make another order since I am stocking up on fabric. And so the first one is the same brand as the dress I'm making now, and it's another baby cord in this beautiful green with poppies. See if I can show the selvage. That's the brand there. I think I want to make a Madswick Gingko Pinafore out of this. If I have enough, that's what I'm going to do. And next I got a really pretty cotton linen jacquard, and it's got white polka dots. That's just a really pretty bright white fabric, kind of stiff. That's going to make a perfect blouse for the summer. I love a white shirt in summer. And then this next fabric, this design is called Strawberry Thief, and it's a famous design in fabrics. And I got it in this cotton sateen, kind of a taupe green, beautiful fabric. And that's going to make a beautiful summer dress. And then the last fabric, I loved this fabric as soon as he showed it. It is a cotton lawn, and it's emerald greens, paisley design. It kind of looks like a 70s style design, and I think a beautiful shirt dress is going to look really good made out of this. So I'm excited to do that. And that's everything I got from Cali Fabrics. And then I also made an order from Mood Fabrics, and I'll show those. The first fabric, I'm a little disappointed. I got this fabric to make my Christmas Day dress, and I thought it would be red. The picture looks like a burgundy red, but it does say magenta. I'll put a picture of the product image so you could see kind of where I'm coming from. But yeah, I thought it was going to be this beautiful deep red, perfect for Christmas. And then I pulled it out, and it's more of a bright pink. That's the underside. But still, yeah, almost like a hot pink kind of color. So not exactly what I wanted, and I probably won't make my Christmas Day dress out of this, but I do have a birthday a week after Christmas, so maybe I'll make a fun birthday dress out of this one. It's a very nice velvet. And I'll have to go back to the drawing board for my Christmas Day dress. And then this next fabric, a little backstory. I've been making my nephew's matching Christmas shirts, button-up collared Christmas shirts every year, or at least the last 3 years. I'll try to put some pictures of the ones I've made. But yeah, so I make them shirts every year. So that's what I got this fabric for. And it's a really pretty cotton flannel. And I figured these look Christmas colors, but they also could pass for wearing them outside of the Christmas season. So maybe they'll get more use out of it than they have their past shirts that are very much Christmas designs. And then this next one is a linen rayon, and I just loved the colors in this one. Beautiful, vibrant colors, and I think maybe it suits me, I don't know. But yeah, beautiful. I love linen, and when I see a really cool print in linen, I try to get it because I know I will make use of it. And then these next 3 fabrics are all going to go into one dress, and I'm going to make a video on that dress later on in the summer. But it has this black twill back stretch satin, so it's going to be nice for like a fitted bodice. And then going along with that is this other drapey satin and this leopard print and a leopard print chiffon fabric. This chiffon is so nice. So those are all going to one specific dress, and I will talk more about that one later. And this last fabric was on clearance, and I saw it and I fell in love with it, and I knew it would make the, I'm sorry if my hair was in my microphone. I got this fabric because it'll make the perfect pajama set, and I need some more warm pajama sets, and it's this beautiful waffle knit leopard print. So yeah, those are the fabrics I got. I'm going to probably serge the edges, the raw edges of those, and get some of those thrown in the washing machine, and I will be back with some more progress on my dress in a few minutes. It's Sunday now. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a very cold, dreary, rainy day today. I just got back from church, had some lunch, and put on some comfy clothes, and I totally forgot to film the rest of the making of the dress last night. I kind of got on a roll with it and forgot I was even filming a video. But the dress is done, and it's hanging up right there. But I probably won't get pictures in it until tomorrow since it's so nasty outside. But I probably will still have those before putting this video up. So if I do, you'll be seeing the images of it now. And I am in love with how it turned out. I'm happy with the shorter length. I was going to do the longer length at first, and I didn't have enough fabric, but I'm very happy with the length and how it turned out. And I love this dress so much. I think I'm going to use this as my Christmas Eve church service dress. And yeah, I love it so much. I'm going to be wearing it all the time. It's very comfy, and yeah. So overall, very happy with it, and I'm sorry I forgot to film the making of it again. But today I decided, since it's the last day of November, and in December I have a ton of Christmas type sewing that I'm going to be doing. So I decided to take this last day to make one more thing for myself, and I'm going to make a pair of pajamas out of that leopard waffle knit that I showed that I got yesterday. And the pattern I'm using is Simplicity 9020. It just looks like such a comfy, cozy pajama set. I'm going to do the long sleeve and the pants. And I have a couple other fabrics that I want to make this pattern into. So I'm very excited to get started on that. The fabric's in the dryer right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get the pattern cut out so it'll be ready for when that comes out of the dryer, and I will be right back. I got everything cut out, and now I'm going to get started on the pants first. I just have to change my serger thread because it's running out, and I wanted to change it to white for this fabric anyway, so I'm going to do that really quick, and then I will get started sewing the pants. Okay, so I've gotten both legs done. This is what they look like so far. The pattern matching was actually pretty good. I didn't try too hard to do it, but I did kind of line my pieces up when I was cutting it, so it actually turned out pretty good with the pattern matching. And then I made a mistake on the pocket, but I can't undo it because I broke my seam ripper the other day and I didn't get a new one yet, so I'm just going to leave it as is. It's not terribly awful. I just top stitched it a little wrong, but yeah. Now I'm going to put one leg inside of the other, sew the crotch seam, and then I will only have to do the waistband and the cuffs on the ankles. I finished the pants. They turned out really good. I'm gonna wait to show them once I get the top made up and show it all together, but they fit pretty good. The bum area is a little tight, but I knew it would be because my measurements put me in between a medium and a large, so I just cut the medium, and the top should be long enough to cover that, and this fabric I can tell is going to stretch out anyways with wear. So yeah, I'm going to start on the top. I'm only going to sew for about 30 more minutes and then call it a night. So I'll check back in tomorrow and hopefully have a completed outfit to show you. It's Monday night now. I am just about to put the finishing touches on the pajama top. I got most of it done last night. It came together super quick. So I'm just going to finish that off really quickly, and I will put some images of me wearing it. This set is definitely going to get worn all the time. So thank you to everyone who is still watching and has watched this video all the way through. I really appreciate you, and I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye.